This is the Irontrader. It is Monday morning, so it is time to go to work. Now, as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, the numbers this week here should come out as usual. The API report will be out at Tuesday at 4:30. The EIA for crude will be out on Wednesday at 10:30, and for natural gas, the EIA report will be out on Thursday at 10:30 as usual. Now, you have to keep a very, very close eye on here on what's going on in the Middle East. That's going to have a big effect here on crude and basically all your commodities. Okay, that being said, let's take a look here on the daily chart of crude. Well, what do we have here? Not really much change from last night. Okay, so the key is going to be this 21 SMA here. Now, if you can close above this is 88.15. Then we can come to the top of this candle right here. This is 89.59, and then we have 90.27. Then we look to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 90.35. And then we have 91.88, 92.43 here, and then we have 93.10. 94.17, and then your big retest up there is 95.03. Now, all that is just basically based on this 21 SMA. It needs to close above that. If it does, then we can go to these other candles. Now, let's look at the downside. So you want to watch the top of this candle here. This is 87.24. This is 86.74. This here is 86.51 here. All these tops here are now going to become very good key support levels. And then right here, your 50-day, this is what you'd be looking for here on a sell-off. This would be 85.51. And then right below that, we have your 8-day at 84.97. Now, if you look at your 8-day, it looks like it's curling up here pretty nice here. The question is it going to curl right back up here and run up like it did here and push the price right on up here? Or is it just going to curl up and roll on down? It all depends on here on what's basically what the Middle East is doing. Now, remember, you got a pretty good oil premium here, anywhere from $5 to $10 here, very, very easily here because of that, what's going on in the Middle East. So always keep that in mind. So again, close above here, we go higher. Then it really needs to hold this 50 SMA here and this 8 SMA. Now, again, if that 8 SMA here is lost, well, then we just keep on looking to the bottom. Okay, this was Friday's candle, so you want to look at that 83.35 here. Then we look at this candle, that's 83.11, and then we have 82.31, and then your big retest down here is 81.50. Okay, very, very key level of support. If that's lost here, well, then we're going to come down here to this 21 SMA here. You're looking at 80.50. Then we hit your 79.55 here on your 100. Then we have your 200-day here, or your 50-day here, sitting at 78.31. And then your big retest here at 77.79. So if this 81.50 is lost, we have very, very good support levels right underneath. Now, here on your weekly chart here, well, we want to watch this 8 SMA here, that's 87.95 here on the upside, and then we want to watch that key 86.27 there on your downside. Now your 21 is crossed up nicely above here, so we got to see if this is all going to hold here in the pattern like what it's trading. So it held here on the 8, it lost on the 8 here. Now it looks like it's trying to get right back up here, but right now the 21 is still holding and the 50 is still holding. Now here on your RSI here, well, you had a nice good rally up, and now it looks like it flattened out here because it's all because of this price right here. Usually, I should say, if they can get this settled here, but we have to see here, with the if they're going to put sanctions on Iran, how this is all going to shake out here. So you have to be very, very super sharp here if you're trading the crude oil. Okay, let's take a look here at the old natty gas. Okay, here at natty gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, when you big this up here a little bit, okay, you put in the top right there. That was a topping tail here. It wasn't, as big a topping tail because it wasn't a red candle. But then we had some sideways action. But then what you did is you started putting in a series of lower highs, okay? And that's never good. And then this candle right here is not only a lower high, but you close below this candle here which is not good, and you close below this 8 SMA here. So far today here, we have like a gap down here. So what we want to do is we want to just look to the next levels there of support. Now, the key is going to be here is going to be this 50 SMA here on your weekly. That's 3.159. If that is lost there, then we can just come right on down, all the way probably down to this candle here. You're looking at 3.05. And then we come to the candle here. This is basically your 3.02. That is your big retest. And then if that's lost here, you got your 299 sitting right there. Okay, but a lot of times here when you have the candle that ran up here, basically 3.02, it wants to come down and retest that. And if it does come down to this candle here, it's going to line up very, very nicely here with your 21 SMA here. So that's all going to work out good. This is where I'm looking for a key support level and possible take a nice scalp long here on the old natural gas. Now, again, if that's lost here on a closing basis, then we can look down to your 50 SMA here at 2.8. You can look at your 100 SMA here at 2.66 here. And then if that goes lower, you got 2.63. But your pattern here of higher lows here, still very much intact here. But now, always watch here on the downside. If all this is lost here and this gets hammered, look to the bottom of this candle here. That's 2.82. There's your gap. And then look to the top of this candle here, 2.66. That is your fill, okay? So that's always going to be very, very critical on the downside. Now here on the downside, always watch this 50 SMA, but now your 8-day is still very, very much nicely here above your 21-day, but this is a weekly chart here, so we have to give that a little bit more time to shake out there, okay? So when we punch this one up here again here, now what we're looking here for resistance is today you had a high of 3.18, and then we look to the bottom of Friday's candle. You're looking at 3.20, and then we're looking all the way to this candle right here. Okay, this is 3.22, and then we have your big boy up there at 3.29. That is going to be your resistant levels here. If you can get above here, then we can go to the top of this candle at 3.34. And then just follow these candles up here at 3.42, 3.45, and then your big retest up there at 3.47. There's no sense going any higher on that there because we don't know. You got a lot of resistance up here. But again, if it does get above that 3.47, then just look to the bottom of this candle, 3.52. Top of this here, 3.59, and then this candle right there is sitting at 3.78, which lines up very nice with this 200 SMA. But right now, this is not looking too good here. This is looking very bearish here. Now your RSI is rolled over here. Your MACD looks like it's going to take a cross here. But we got to just see here how this is all going to kind of shake out here today. So I'm looking for a nice, good possible scalp level here right around this 3 level here. That would be a good support here with the candle and with your 21 SMA here. So we got to just see how it all going to shake out here on a natural gas. Now you are coming into the natural gas season. It's getting colder weather, so you need some kind of a catalyst here to get ripping. But just watch the charts here. Basically, big time level here on the upside is at 3.29. Big time level is 2.99. All right, I'll have more for you on crude oil and natural gas here after the pit close later today. Thanks for watching.